better than the first time. Do anyone remember that song? Hello, 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 good people. How are you all? I am out here again walking and talking to you all on this beautiful Friday morning. Great day to be alive. Great day to be alive. Uh, Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Finance Friday, folks. Happy Finance Friday. Some of you are going to be getting some coin today. Some of you had some coins deposited last night, etc. Some people will be getting that check in hand or direct deposit today. Whew. Yes, Finance Friday, payday for some, payday for some. Please watch your coins. Very critical, very critical. I know we've been into, well, I don't think they've officially said it's a recession, but my economy is personal, and if I say I'm having a recession over here, then it's a recession for me. With the high prices that have been ongoing for some time, and like I mentioned in other videos, people are somewhat, hello Yvette Miner, thanks so much for joining me. People have somewhat gotten accustomed to the high prices, and that prices will continue to go higher and higher. Of course, that's not a good thing, but it is what it is. No judgment. But yeah, we have to, as always, be mindful of our coins today and especially down the road into the future. What we are doing now, self included, and even though I am budgeting and putting money into envelopes, doing the cash stuffings, sinking funds, all of that good stuff, there are ways that I can always improve, find where I can pinch some pennies where it's well worth it for me. I don't think that I'm out here being extreme. I am not. I am not. Of course, we all are at different stages of our lives. I am only 29. Yes, delulu, delusional. But yeah, a lot of us are at different stages of our lives where we're on the other side. If you all understand and get what it is that I mean. The kids are out of there, and for me, not overly late, but should have started sooner, but nonetheless. And I'm not saying that I'm playing catch up in any way, shape, form, or fashion, but a little bit of that in a lot of areas. So I am doing things differently so that I can live decently, comfortably, without a lot of pain. So, if for the young folks, of course, learning about money and budgeting early on, and then delaying some gratification, like, hey, you don't need to have all these subscriptions that are out here. Like, hey, you don't need to fill in the blank. You don't need to buy a brand spanking new car and have a car payment that is close to a mortgage payment in some areas of the United States. You don't need to do that. Just learning and being mindful about money, budgeting, etc. early on will help you. This is Finance Friday, folks. Finance Friday and Random Chat. Whew. A beautiful day, folks. Please get out into it and enjoy it for a little bit. Yes, it is hot, but we need that vitamin D. You'll need to take in some, as much, for lack of a better term, fresh, air quote that word, fresh, depending on where you're at. Canadian wildfires. It's doing a number to some of the border states here, but nonetheless, get out in it for a little bit. And of course, you can always go back into your air-conditioned home your workspace, or a cooling center in your area, or a big box store to cool off. But yes, that money. How do you want your life to look? For those of you in the chat that are over 40 and the kids are either out of there already or soon will be out of there, what do you want the rest of your life to look like at this point? And of course, things change and anything can happen. So most of us are doing the best that we can to have things in place to prevent such. A car pulled up and I want to make sure they don't have a dog, so I'm by my vehicle. Like insurance, life insurance. Do you have life insurance? Hello, the OK Lounge. Say what now? Hello, everyone in the chat. Thanks so much for being here. Please connect with each other if I don't get a chance to call out your channel. Hello, Wellness with Frugal Mama. So that's your channel this morning. Hello, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Hello, Spirit in the Sky Blue. Good seeing you here. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. I do appreciate it. Do you have life insurance? If you don't have life insurance for yourself, please get life insurance for yourself. If you have a family, spouse, children, please get life insurance for them also. And too, of course, we know the life insurance when you pass on, when you die, they can use those funds to bury you, of course, and then have additional funds to live off of. And if you have children, that is going to be critical, especially children under 18, like 8, 9, or 10, but that are really, they're still growing, and someone, either the spouse or a guardian or someone that you have designated in a will or something, get one of those two, will need those funds to take care of that, to take care of your child or children, on into the thing. So please make sure that you have life insurance and keep up on the payments. And keep up on the payments. Life insurance, critical. Your medical insurance, if you have it through your job, please make sure that you are reading to see what all it covers for yourself and or your family. Now, I know that a lot of us, because we are out here and we are working, and most of the time we don't think about ourselves, and I get it, been there. We don't think about ourselves. We want to make sure that if we have small children, and we know that anything can happen at any time with these kids at school, in the house, anything, we want to make sure that when we go to the emergency room, or we have a hospital stay or something, that all or most of it will be taken care of. So please make sure that you are reading to see what all is covered in your medical insurance stuff at school, at work, if you have that. And if you need to take out an additional policy, do so. Of course, read all the fine print, make sure that it will work for you. And of course, you can always talk to an insurance professional about that. I am not one of those, a financial planner of any type, YouTube, lawyer, any of that good stuff. Not a real estate agent, real estate broker, none of that for YouTube. But yes, please make sure that you have those things in place in your life. Life insurance, your health insurance for you and your family. And of course, not a lawyer, YouTube, wills, trusts, etc. Make sure that those things are in place. End of life. How do you want your end of life to be if you got into a catastrophic, speak English, Wanda, accident, or some medical issue came up and you don't have that long to live, or you can't speak for yourself, you are in a coma. What do you want to happen with you medically? Right then and there, or after a period of time. I think it's called the End of Life Directive, Health Directive. Please make sure that you have those things. And if you have children that are under 18, and if something like that happens to you, Who do you want to have guardianship over your child until they become 18? Whew. That is something major. If you look around at your friends and if they got 2 or 3 kids already, like wow. But I want to add this to their plate. And what about your friend that doesn't have kids? Is he or she traveling around and just living their best life, being child free? Do you want to put that on them? So just a whole lot of things to consider when we're thinking about the financial part, which includes what I just said, someone taking guardianship over your children. And then, of course, if you have enough money, initially, depending on their age, from the life insurance policy to help them with the taking care of your kid, with the care of your child or children, then that is a great thing and a help. Yeah, we just have to make sure that we have these bases covered. And if you have them covered already, and if you need to look them over again, like the amount of health insurance that you have, the amount of life insurance that you have, if something has changed in your life, consider that, and make adjustments where needed. Of course, Friday, like I said, payday for some. That budget is critical and key. Try to stay on budget, folks. Try to stay on budget. Very critical. Try to stay on budget. And if you don't have any of these things going for you, maybe you could start a sinking fund to get said thing going. Maybe you can cut out one of your subscriptions if you're not utilizing it a whole lot. And most of the time when I'm saying subscription, it could be a subscription to anything, but the thing that comes to mind is all of these Netflix, Hulu, whatever they got going on out there, Disney, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, plus, minus. I don't know. That is what comes to my brain. You could have a subscription for a whole host of things. Sirius XM. Maybe consider dropping that or cutting back on some of those subscriptions. And with those savings, get your life insurance policy started. But nonetheless, that's a whole nother thing. We have to be mindful all the time of our money. A lot of it is going, slipping out of our hands with these rent prices. They won't stop going up, folks. These interest rates for people that are out here that want to get into a new home or purchase a second home or a rental property, 7, 8, or 9%. Wow. Okay. And of course, we always want to make sure that we are keeping our credit clean, that we have a good credit score. Of course, the best way to do that is to pay your bills on time. Don't be late. If you have issues, and I know that you all know this already, but sometimes it may be helpful to someone to hear it again. If you are having an issue, or if you think that, oh, in August it's going to be tight for me because the kids are going back to school and I did not start a sinking fund in April or May to put away $20 a month so I could have enough to buy the backpacks and all the stuff for school, and they got to have that stuff. So I may be late with 1 or 2 of these bills. Call and let those folks know. And then after that, do a budget and get a sinking fund together for back to school. Just a suggestion. But yeah, those sinking funds, the sinking funds are very, very helpful. Of course, budgeting is number one. We have to be mindful of where our coins are going. And yes, people get off track with their budget, but you just get back on. Just get back on the next week if you're doing a paycheck by paycheck, or in 2 weeks, I already said you get paid, or just get back on track next month. But if you fall off track, like at the beginning of the month, then do your best for the remainder of the weeks and try and stay on track, because you don't want to get into a slump. Okay, I've fallen off the wagon. It's the first week of the month, and so the month is shot. I'm just going to ride it on out until the next month. I'm just going to keep making bad decisions or doing things that aren't helpful to me, the budget, the family. I don't want to do that, so try your best not to do that. Of course, most of you all know about the sinking funds, but I'll repeat it briefly here with regards to the sinking funds. A sinking funds is just a way to save up the amount of money that you will need for a particular something. It could be a bill, of course, that you will need to be paying into the future. Say, for instance, property taxes, life insurance, or it could be something, for example, Christmas, because you're buying presents, gift cards, etc. for family members, loved ones, etc. It could be for anything. Car maintenance, whole host of things. A trip to Disney. Okay. It could be for anything. It could be for a brand new car, a new home. You could have a sinking fund for anything. And what you do with the ones that you can do it with, because some are long term, like saving up the down payment for a home. Christmas, determine an amount, divided by 12, because Christmas happens every December, and then you save that amount, and each month you put that amount in an envelope. If you want to do it the old-fashioned way, cash stuffing and stuffing into an envelope, or electronic transfer. And with both you have to have discipline not to spend the money that you transferred and not to go into that Christmas sinking fund envelope. But at the end of the 12 months, or if you go shopping in November, you have that money already saved up, and you don't have to come up with it all at one time out of your paycheck or 2 paychecks or 3 paychecks to cover all of the gifts that you want to give to your family and friends. And some of the old folks say, make it light on yourself. That is one way to do it with regards to your budget, a sinking fund. And when you see me cash stuffing my sinking funds, the property taxes, the life insurance, I got P.O. Box fees, which I just paid on Wednesday for the remainder of the year. But next year it's going to be in full. I'm just going to put the amount that I need to put in there each month. And when 2025 rolls around again, if the Lord lets me be here, I am going to all at once pay for the year and then start again. And like I mentioned before, a lot of folks, we're just out here working, and a lot of us can't come up with $1,000, $2,000 all at one time for a bill that we know is going to happen each and every year. A lot of us can't do that. But the sinking fund is a way to prepare and have that money ready. You don't even have to worry about it. Money into envelopes. A good thing. A good thing. And of course, like I said, the discipline that comes with that is going to be critical, because you're going to, if you have that money, on your person or in your house in a safe, etc., and you're like, oh, I can go over there and get $20 or $40 out there and I'll put it back. And then that may or may not happen. But nonetheless, sinking funds are a great way to save a little bit over a period of time to pay for bills that you know are coming, and for other things that you would like to be saving for. And of course, with the car maintenance, if you have older cars, That's going to be key and critical. And even if you have a newer car, you need to get the oil changes and all this other stuff. And you never know what may happen, an accident, something or another. And then you have to, or if you have it on your insurance policy, rent, or where you can get a rental or some another like that, fine. If you don't, then you're going to have to spend some money to get a rental, use Uber, etc., if you don't have another car, or if it's just you and you just got the one car. But yeah, please don't discount the power of the budget and sinking funds, the cash envelope method. And of course, use the cash envelope method for my 3 little personal envelopes that I have. Gas, food, and me. And I just put $40 per week in there. And sometimes I don't do it on camera, but I'm shoving $40 in there each week for each of those items. Yeah. I'm telling you, young folks, and even folks that are older than me, they're older than 29, doing that budget, learning about money is going to be helpful and key. Helpful and key. And if you're doing this now, and then you're like, well, okay, these kids, they're out of here, and we're hoping that they don't come back. Yes, because you want to be out here living your life, traveling, and whatever it is that you, at this point, if you're 45 or 50, the kids are gone, like I was mentioning before. What do you want your life to look like? What plans do you have now? Yeah, I understand. Still working. But there will be a time when you won't, unless you decide that you will continue to work until you drop dead or can't do it, or are forced to where something happens to you medically, or that was out of your control, that you're going to, it's time, I can't, of course, work anymore. You're still going to need money to survive and to live. Hopefully some of the big ticket items in your life have been done, completed, i.e., if you have a home, your home has been paid for, or you have a mortgage that you can manage on Social Security. Because if you don't have a job that gives a pension, of course you should have a 401k, etc., and of course all the rules and regulations regarding the 401k just by the administrator, and then what the government says you can do. I think you can take out, not a financial planner, can start making withdrawals at 59.5 without penalty. And then of course you have to take the required minimum distribution at 70 or 70.5, one of the two. But don't quote me on it. The information is there on Google. And of course, if you are at a job now and you have a 401k with them, I'm sure they have a handbook and or the administrator of the 401k has handbook guidance, hopefully a YouTube page, a website where you can go and get information, all of that good stuff. But what do you want your life to look like past the kids? Your home is paid for, you don't have a mortgage, and you're just paying property taxes, or if you are renting, you still have that, and all that you have is Social Security. Hopefully it is enough to cover the things that you need. If you're renting, hopefully it's enough to cover the rent and the utilities, etc. And you have those other things in place, life insurance, etc. If you do have a home, mortgage, etc., or no mortgage at all, of course you can always borrow against your home for something that is worthwhile, like, for example, buying rental property maybe earlier on so that you can have that as a source of income. But that's a whole nother topic that I don't want to get into because, yeah, I don't want to do that. But yeah, what is your life going to look like if you're 45 now, in 20 years when you're 65, or 27 years when you're 67, and you can retire at 67, or you can take your Social Security earlier? What is your life going to look like? Are we doing the things now that will be helpful to us when we get there? Are we doing those things now? If we just start with the budget and keep on with that, great. Money into envelopes, like I say, is helpful to me. If people want to do that electronically, that is great. Of course, we know we all need that, an emergency fund put off to the side for any and everything now and into the future. Things are coming up, prices are going up. Some of us may have found that we are having to go into our little emergency fund just to cover some of the day-to-day, or maybe to cover daycare or something or another like that. Who knows? But I am sure if we looked at our budget or budgets more closely, we can find ways to tweak something so where we can get a few extra pennies that way. Of course, you can always get a side hustle. Maybe you have a business online. Maybe you're selling stuff that you don't need in your home that is still in good condition on some of these sites, eBay, and there are a whole host of others. Or OfferUp. What are we doing now? Because we all know that no one is going to save us. We have to be mindful. And I get it. There are people in our lives that will help for a moment, etc. But I know a lot of you are proud and you don't want to ask for the help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help, folks. Nothing wrong with asking for help. But we are proud and we don't want to do that. So if that is you, and if that is your stance most of the time, I am sure that you are doing the things to where you don't have to ask someone for help. So much glare out here. Can't even see. Hello, Marlene Motivates. How are you? Journey with Jackie Houston. Hello, my friend. Hello. We just connected yesterday. How are you? How are you? Hopefully the graduation went well. Journey with Jackie, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Lisa J. Stocks, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Whew. Okay, lounge. Let me go back. I can hear. Hello, Shay Love. How are you doing? I heard Miss Patty over there at Patty's Kitchen and Garden. She has a new name now, but formerly Patty's Southern Kitchen and More mentioned that your mom has passed. Sorry to hear that. Blessings to you. Oh my goodness. Blessings to you. Hello, Shay Love. Hello, Shay Love. Blessings to you. Oh, and your family. Hello, Joshua Gabriel. I see Shay Love is speaking to you. Please go check out each other's channel if I don't get a chance to shout you out. A beautiful day, folks. A beautiful day. Random chit chat. So, cocaine was found at the White House. Guess whose it is? I need to stop. It's not interesting to me that it was found there, but nonetheless, Very interesting. I mean, not not interesting to me, but in of itself, very interesting. Ooh, if my husband and I was president, huh? They would have found out real quick whose it was. But here we are. It is what it is. Ooh, what else is going on? Friday once again, folks. Watch that budget over the weekend. Try to keep more coins with you than you give out. And goodness knows, please stay hydrated, stay cool. Please be aware of your surroundings. Please be aware of your surroundings, folks. Oh, Marlene Motivates giving someone the eye. Okay. Patty's Kitchen, Garden, and More. Yes. Hello, Miss Patty. Thank you so much for being here. So that is Patty's Kitchen, Garden, and More. I'm sorry I didn't see that sooner. I would have said it correctly the first time. See, Joshua Gabriel is here. Please go and check out everyone's channels, folks. Everyone's channel. Ooh, go check out Lisa J. Stock. She's over there talking about investing, stock investing in particular, with some information on, you know, of course, having the emergency fund, but her main focus is investing, stock investing. Please go check out Lisa J. Stocks. Ooh, Marlene Motivates. If you need a pick-me-up, that's the place to go. Marlene Motivates. She has other channels also in too, but yes, very uplifting over there at Marlene Motivates. Go check out her channel. Ooh. Ooh. Spirit in the Sky Blue, please go check out her channel, folks. Go check out her channel. Ooh. She's walking sometimes, doing her lottery scratchers. Go check her out. Planting seeds, flower seeds. Speak English, Wanda. Go check out these channels. Get out of this sun. Wellness with Frugal Mama. Go check out her channel, Wellness. She is exercising Monday through Friday, 7, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard. For me, go check out Wellness with Frugal Mama and her hauls, the Family Dollar, using the coupons. And yes, a way to save some coins using those coupons. Yvette Minor, thank you so much for your continued support over here and on other channels. I do appreciate it. She does not have a YouTube channel, but a supporter. Miss Patty. Miss Patty. Make sure I call her name right. Oh, this is crazy. See, Miss Patty, you changed your name and you got me all twisted. Patty's Kitchen, Garden, and More. Go check out her channel. Oh, she is walking for her health and fitness. I think it's Monday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm sure she will correct me if I got it incorrectly. 9 a.m. Eastern. For me, I think it's 8 Central. Go check out Miss Patty walking for her health. She's eating healthier, so she's cooking plant-based meals with plant-based food, etc. Go check her out. And of course, she has a garden. Checking my surroundings, folks. She has a garden on her back porch. I'm calling it back porch, but yeah, I guess it would be a sunroom. But anyway, back door, her backyard, back porch garden. Miss Patty at Patty's Kitchen, Garden, and More. Woo. Trying to see. Let me get over here so I can see all the folks. Joshua Gabriel, go check him out. He goes live sometimes, artwork and exercising. Go check out Joshua Gabriel. If you're going live, Joshua, drop it in the comments so I'll know, and the others. Woo. OK Lounge, go check out her channel. Go check out the OK Lounge. Sippy or sipping. But anyway, the OK Lounge, go check out her channel, folks. Go check out her channel. Whew. Shay Love, go check out Shay Love. Another YouTuber here, another content creator that is very uplifting and motivating. If you need a good word for the day, something to think about for yourself, if it applies to you, work on self first, go check out Shay Love. Always dropping lots of good information, motivating and uplifting, and definitely will make you think. Tamika Davis, hello, thank you so much for being here, Tamika Davis. Tamika Davis, thank you so much. Another supporter that I see in everyone's live, folks. Tamika Davis, thank you so much for being here. And of course for your continued support. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Okay. I'm punching too many buttons over here. Okay. Yeah, there wasn't a dog in that car. Someone new showed up. But yes, please, folks, be mindful about the money, your finances, budgeting, all of that good stuff. It is very important, and we know that it takes money in this system that we are in this capitalistic system that we are in. We're using money at present. We are using money at present. You want to keep more of it with you for now and into your future. That will be retirement, and to pass on generational wealth. If you have assets, home, precious metal, silver, gold, platinum, whatever it may be, rental property, stocks, bonds, your 401k, your IRA. Yes, and please make sure that if you have these things going on, and wherever you are able to designate a beneficiary or beneficiaries, please do so. Please do so. So that you don't have to, in those cases, it is what I've seen thus far, and it could change. You don't have to grapple with the state in probate of any type with regards to those things that you have designated a beneficiary for. Unless there's some extenuating circumstances and you got some drama with the state financially, then it should not be an issue. And of course, having the will, the trust, etc., for the other things that may cause the state to have to jump in, you can kind of sort of put them off to the side depending on what it is and the situation. Not a lawyer of any type, but yeah, you want to keep more of your money with you now while you are here. Of course, you're investing, saving, that emergency fund, budgeting, planning out how you want your later years to look. And then if you have children, or if you want, and if you don't have children, if you want to give to an organization, a cause that you like, to pass those funds, assets on that way, then please do so and designate them in the proper manner by beneficiary with the different investments that you have that can be designated via beneficiary. Just checking the chat. Journey with Jackie Houston. Go check her out. Great place to go and meet others. Just became a fan. Go check her out. Go check out her channel. Let me get down here. Oh, you need to get a new phone, Joshua, the next month. Whew. Those phones are expensive, but there are places to go if that is your thing. If you got to have a new, brand spanking new one, that's fine also too. But this place called Gazelle.com, they have used products in different conditions, etc. Yes, keeping more of your money with you is always a great thing, folks. A great thing. I do appreciate your time. I do appreciate your time coming here. As always, please stay hydrated, stay safe. I'm gonna continue talking, but just throwing this in. I'm just random now. Whew. Stay hydrated, stay cool, but definitely get out and get that 20 minutes of sun, that vitamin D, or take your vitamin D gummies like I do, and I get the sun also into, even if I'm not on camera doing it. But yeah, oh my goodness. As some of us get older, and of course there are a lot of content creators on here that are walking for their health, eating better, cooking healthier foods, watching their portion intake, doing all of these things, maybe all at one time or little by little. That is a great thing because health is wealth. And as we get older, we want to be in the best possible condition and shape as possible so that we can continue to live and thrive for ourselves, be of use to ourselves, have good mental health, good physical health, and to keep that going. And then if you have grandchildren or great-grandchildren, and just people in your lives that you love, your friends from 30, 40, 50 years ago, from high school, some colleagues that you may have gotten close to over the years. You want to be there for them, just as a friend, someone to talk to, someone to chat with. Because at varying stages of our lives, people come into our lives and then they're out of our lives, and then for a reason you're not interacting so much with those same folks, family members, people that you've known for a long while, people that you were active with maybe 5 or 10 years prior. You want to be in the best health of your life. So if you want to travel, to expand your horizons, learn new things, meet new people, just be around different people, etc., and you like to talk, for example, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. But you have to be in decent shape, a decent physical shape for a lot of that stuff to happen. Of course, you can just always go on YouTube or, got these machines where you can talk to folks. They got the follow and be a friend type thing. Okay. If that works for you, that works for you. Whatever keeps your mind mentally going. But yeah, some of the old school folks in here, not me. We like that human interaction. That's not to say it's 24/7. No, we don't want that. But we like the human interaction. Probably more so than the machine interaction. But here it is, and of course you get to decide whether you want to participate or not. It's not forced, it is not mandatory. But yeah, back to the health part. You want to be in the best health that you possibly can be in. And that is going to be another thing also in our later years. Health care cost. That is going to be a major something. Yeah, I get it. Medicare at whatever age it is. And then people are still paying for supplemental insurance because they don't pay everything in full, in total. And there may be some things that they don't even pay for that I don't know because I'm not there yet. I got a long ways to go. I'm only 29. Delulu. Yes, another thing to consider. And that is probably, from what they say, I guess it depends on one's health before you arrive there. And I get it, some people have things that they have that are hereditary and they can't do anything about. And those things may be costing them now. I get that. Those that don't have that and are in decent shape still continue to plan and save for high medical care costs. Even if you get Medicare, you have to pay for the supplemental insurance, which a lot of people are doing now. I know that my mom does. And then the other things the hoops that you probably have to jump through just so Medicare or the supplemental insurance folks can pay $10 or $15 for a particular subscription or something, or prescription or something or another like that you have going on. Or you want to battle someone for a cost when you went to the doctor, or if you had a hospital stay. Okay, of course you have. If you're retired, you probably have the time for that, so okay. But I get it. So definitely healthcare cost is going to be a big cost. A big cost. So kind of sort of have your mind wrapped around those things out into the future. Out into the future. What does it look like for you? What will it look like for you if you needed some type of care in home? Do you have disability insurance? Do you have long-term care? What do you have that's going to help you with that? I am going to get off of here, folks. Spill It Girl TV. Hello, Regina. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate it. You all go check out Spill It Girl TV or The Regina Show. Check her out. A great place to go and connect with other family members. The Regina Show or Spill It Girl TV. I think she sells Mary Kay. Go check Mary Kay Cosmetics. Also go check her out. Go check her out. She's also supportive and give good tips on how to maneuver in these YouTube streets. Go check out Spill It Girl TV and The Regina Show. Go check her out. Yeah, health is wealth. Health is your wealth. Yes. And some of us have parents that may not be able to take care of themselves and they need additional assistance in whatever form it is. And sometimes that is financial, because sometimes, of course, if our parents are, up there and elderly, a lot of this financial information they did not know. They were prevented from, don't get me started. When we were enslaved, of course, if you learn how to read, that was a no-no. And as the generations came forth, and then my mom's generation, my mom is 94, she'll be 95 in a few days, on the 18th of this month. Things were segregated. And just because they were segregated does not mean that they were equal. It was separate and still unequal. But that's a whole other thing. You know the court case, Brown versus Education. But nonetheless, they did not have access to this information. Even as time went on, they just did not have access to this information about budgeting, money, etc., etc. So some of our parents, obviously, we know we have the information. The information is right there in our hands on the phone. But for them, they did not have the access to just even basic books or books on the things that would have probably helped them in life. This is me just looking at it from the one financial lens. So they're finding out about long-term care insurance. Maybe they were putting money in envelopes. But was it my mom out there in rural Virginia, rural Dinwiddie County, Virginia, with the outhouse? I don't know. I doubt it. But then as time goes on, the point being, they didn't have access to the information. So some of the things that we can put into place aren't in place now for our parents. And sometimes we have to help where it is that we need to help, whether that is with the care, the financial part, etc. I'm not saying that is the case with my mom. But yeah, with the care part, yes, we have to, yes. So we just have to be mindful. What does it look like for us? What will it look like for us? What can we do to make it look differently on some level? Will there be someone that we can call on within the family to come and help us? And I know that word help is a big word. What kind of help do you need? What if you just needed someone to come over to make sure you got your day started, your shower, if you needed help with that, or just to come over and make sure you don't fall and trip, and just to guide you along. Make sure you got your breakfast. If you're still able to fix breakfast, fine. Or if they need to fix it for you, what does the help look like in one's later years? Just a whole lot of things to think about and consider. And I know that I think about these things. And just because you have a child or children, that doesn't mean that they're going to come to your aid. That does not mean that they're going to come and help you. Not at all. Not at all. Whew. Take care, Marlene Motivates. Have a good one. Whew. Whew. Regina says she got to get walking today. Yeah, I see you over there swimming in the pool. Getting your swim on, Virginia. Just wherever you are, just start. Whatever it is that you want to start with something that is going to be helpful to you financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Just start. Just start. Just get clear. Just get your mind clear about something. Something that you want to do, something that you've been needing to do for a while. Whatever that something is, get clear about it. It could be you want to limit your contact with someone, the someone that you may call a friend. You may want to limit your time on social media, wherever it is, whatever social media site, whatever it is. You may want to start limiting your time there. Whatever it is, just start. Peace of mind, that peace of mind, that mental health, critical and key. You can't let other people get up in there and start twisting your thoughts, your words, your peace. You can't let them do that. In order for you to not let them do that, you have to have the wherewithal, the strength, the knowledge, The beforehand knowledge to ward that off, to cut them off, to cut them out, to tell them whatever way you want to do it. But the telling them part first is probably always a good thing. That's just me, to be stand up with it. Okay. Some of the things that I've seen, that you've been doing, that you have said, doesn't jive well with me. I don't like. It is not helpful to me or my mental health. And if you want to speak on their mental health, you can say, how is it you're saying these things or doing these things helpful or beneficial to you? Yeah, but if you just have the conversation with them, fine. If they do something different, apologize, etc., you can take that on board and do what you will with it. Decide to continue or do something else. But yeah, peace of mind is everything. You don't want it to get out of place because you probably got other things going on in your life. Okay. Did I just freeze up? I think I just froze up. Okay. Looks like I'm back. Let me see. Yeah, I am back. I don't know what happened just then. Oh, I froze for a moment, folks. Yeah. Peace of mind is everything. Ooh. Shady for a minute. Oh, what am I doing? I have a tissue. Woo! Oh my goodness. Okay. Bath water smuggler. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, bath water smuggler. Woo. Peace of mind, folks. Peace of mind. Where would you want to travel the most for relieving stress? Oh, wow. Ooh, that's a loaded question. There are some places that I haven't traveled to as of yet. I haven't traveled to, well, for relieving stress. It's probably cliche, but it is my hope that I will want the stress to be away from me before I did the travel. If you're just talking about, okay, you got 2 weeks vacation from work, I get it. If you are a single person, I don't know. I think that people, for the most part, especially if they are single, can decide what stress they want in their lives. I'm talking like ongoing stress. I'm not talking about you get in your car and you got the traffic stress. You know, people put stress on anything. I don't know. Coming back from work stress. Oh, got to go to the grocery store at 5 in the afternoon and everyone's gotten off work and there's a lot of people there, or that type of stress. We're talking big ticket stress like, okay, you got a spouse and 2 kids and they're in elementary school and you got to drag them with you on the vacation. Okay. Are you really on vacation, or you just went to another place and you're still doing some of the same things that you've been doing? I don't know. Maybe that is the line of thinking that I have since my daughter is elderly. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. People have places that they want to go to, that they, like, if I ever get any money, I want to travel to Hawaii or to the Bahamas or to the continent of Africa or what have you. Just as far as relieving stress, like you're going someplace and you're going to be doing the spa, getting massages most of the time while you are there, having people wait on your hand and foot while you are there. Of course, you don't have to cook, do dishes, take care of anyone but yourself. Yeah, that type of to relieve stress vacation, any of those places would suffice. And of course, you'll have to plan and pay for all the massages and all of that good stuff. But yeah, I think a lot of people like myself just say, I would like to travel to this place if If we ever got the money, of course, it's not going to come out of thin air. We're going to have to work for it. And then save and plan. I know that was a long-winded way to answer your question, but that's my answer. That is my answer. And of course, before we take trips and what have you, please make sure you got that life insurance together. Make sure you got that life insurance together, that health insurance together. Your credit card is up to date because you never know what may happen when you go to it. Say it, when you travel to say it place. If something erupts over there, you want to make sure you have enough money. And I'm sure most people buy a round trip. Or you can get an open ticket so that you can catch any flight on the way back if they have seats available. Or your credit card has enough money on there so you can purchase a ticket at cost right then and there when you show up to the airport if something jumps off. And of course, always be careful to check the State Department website with regards to places that the U.S. deem at any moment in time not a good place to travel or a do not travel, etc., etc. Yeah, lots of things to consider. Let's take care of business before travel. Yes. Key, critical. Key and critical. You never know what may happen just at any point. And you definitely want to make sure that the people, especially if you have children, if they're going to be the ones having to deal with the stuff, that they can warn you and not have to scrounge around and find money, take money from their own funds, set up a GoFundMe, etc., etc. Yeah, you just want to have some of the basic stuff kind of sort of in place. And insurance, depending on your age, is relatively inexpensive, depending on your age. So the young folks that are here, please make sure that you do that and get that more sooner than later. I don't know why this thing is becoming a little jumpy and bumpy. Yeah. Okay. I am going to get out of here, folks. Bathwater Smuggler, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Woo. Thank you, Regina, Spill It Girl TV, and the Regina Show. Thank you so much for being here. Marlene Motivates, I think she left the chat. I think she's gone. Thank you so much, Marlene Motivates, for being here. Shay Love, Miss Patty, Joshua Gabriel, Yvette Minor, Tamika Davis, Lisa J. Stocks, okay, Regina Henera, hello, thank you so much for being here. I think you're new to this live, to my channel, this live. Thank you. OK Lounge. I called out Lisa J. Stocks. Patty's Kitchen Garden and more. Thank you again. I'm still on her old name. I'll get it. Oh, get in the shade. Journey with Jackie Houston. Thank you so much. Ooh. Ooh. I'm going to end this live. People, please stay hydrated. Please stay hydrated. Get some sun. Get some sun. Joshua, best of luck with getting your new phone and all that good stuff, Joshua. Good stuff, Joshua. Miss Patty said, part of her sinking funds or her loot, I don't know, is in the bank and part in the envelope under the rug. Yes. Okay. Wellness with Frugal Mama, thank you for being here. I know most of these folks have since moved on. Thank you so much for being here. Budgeting is important, folks. Budgeting is important. Spirit in the Sky Blue, say what now? Thank you so much for being here. Check out her budgeting channel. Say what now? Check out her budgeting channel. Oh. Okay. All right. I am going to get off of here. My phone, I'm freezing and all that good stuff. I'm back now. But thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Get some sun, stay hydrated, stay cool. Watch those coins. Watch those coins. It is the weekend. And yeah, we want to get out here and have some fun. Go partying. Some of us do that, or go to the club. Please do not spend all your money in one place. That's the old folks say. I tell my grandchildren that all the time when I give them some money. Don't spend it all in one place. Be mindful. Be mindful. And trust, I am saying some of these things for myself. Because sometimes I get off track too, folks. I get off track too. And I got to get back on track more sooner than later. Whew. Let me see how much charge I got on here, because I got this thing charging up. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's at 56%. Yeah, I'm going to get right here. Okay. Whew. What else is going on the weekend? Oh, yeah, and I mentioned about cocaine being found in the White House. And I haven't been looking at the news, so I don't know what things they are saying with regards to that. But I'm sure it's not what we want to hear. Never mind. Not what we want to hear, or the truth. But that's a whole nother something or another. I'm going to open this bottle of water. Woo. Okay, and spill it all over myself. Woo. What plans do you all have? If someone is going live, please drop it in the chat. If you're going live today, please drop it in the chat. Some may not be connected with you, connected to you. Please leave your information in the chat. Woo. Oh my goodness. I am going to get out of here, folks. Watch those coins. Thank you all so much for being here. I see I'm freezing a lot, so I'm going to get off of here. Last and final time. Take care. I'm trying to wait till I come back, and then I'm going to get off of here. I am sweating profusely. Okay, I am back. I am going to get off of here. Thank you all for joining. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend. Please watch your budget, your coins. Take care. Bye-bye.